You alright guys, how's it going? It is David Cloden from KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to my F1 Manager 22 career mode for the pre-season of Season 3. If you guys did miss the last episode, do feel free to check out my channel. The playlist will be there along with all prior episodes. So, end of Season 2, as you can see, we have P4 in the Constructors' Championship, so definite improvement on where we were from Season 1, as well as Pierre Gasly getting P5 in the driver's standings, so hopefully, if all goes well with the developments on the research and parts at the start of next year, we should hopefully develop the car to a point where we can compete for more podiums and hopefully a championship. But yeah, we're just going to quickly speed through all the admins. So midfield victory, as you can see there. Needless to say, this is giving us even more confidence in your ability. Exceeding expectations. Right, Season 3 results. As you can see, Max Verstappen is the champion of 2023, along with Red Bull as Constructors' Champions. So, car development is now locked, and upcoming board meetings. So, that's all well and good. So, let's speed through. The factory has now been refurbished. So, let's back up to speed now. Staff changes and driver changes. Yep, that's all still good. So, end of season review. As you can see, target position 7th, final position 4th. We did better than what I thought we would. I thought we would be like 5th or 6th, but top of the midfield, I can't complain. And our long-term objective has been met as well. Target score points in 50% of the season's races. We scored points in 17 out of those races as opposed to the 11, and that was supposed to be for this year coming, so that's all well and good. Constructors' Championship 4th, best driver position 5th with Gasly. Team rating has gone up from 461 to 560. So that's all good, and team bonus 1.5 million, yeah, so that's all. Pit crew performance has taken a bit of a nosedive. We'll need the worst is the wing adjustments, so we will do that. And then while we're here, actually, we'll have a look at development points. There's one for Jack, so we'll bump up his smoothness. Jack's slowly starting to come along. Regulation changes now set for 24, so all the downforce has been slashed, high-speed downforce, then medium, then low on the percentage scale, and fast slap bonus has now returned. So that's an extra point for next year. And the side pod research has now been finished, so that's all done. So we go to further along. Last 2 bits of research, including the rear wing. So yeah, if you missed the side pod research, there you go. For drag reduction, engine cooling is the main thing I was working on. Helipad poor condition. We'll refurbish that. We've got plenty of money. I was debating doing facility upgrades, but I kind of want the money next year to start pouring into the car, so I can get it up the grid, so that's going to have to wait. But FS exterior drag reduction is the main thing. No, that's yep, that looks all good. Wind tunnel now in poor condition. Oh, now 3.25 million to refurb that. Okay, here we are into the start of 2024 and season 3. Sponsorship objectives, let's have a look at these. These ones are mandatory. Merchandising. Okay, so that's all good. I just made an altercation to the merchandising. I bumped it up by 1,000 units just to get a little bit extra money. Race simulator event, we will take that. Do a number of events. We will do 5 events. That will be fine. And memorabilia room events. We will do 8 of those and get 50k. That sounds about right. So we'll go through and do that. So season objective, 7th or above again. Long-term objective, points contender. So it's the same as before. So the balance, sponsor funding, 15 mil, board payment, 20. Yep, that's all well and good. And all these have been set. So this is the main thing I was thinking about before I started this season, the power unit. We have been with Mercedes for a while, but in all honesty, it's not working out too well, and I actually want to win. I actually want to be able to challenge for a championship this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the best all-round benefit for me in terms of cost and return. Is I am going to go and switch to Red Bull powertrains. So with Red Bull powertrains, obviously I'm going to lose certain things in certain areas, but I am focusing purely on performance of the car over everything else. So I actually want to make a genuine challenge for race wins this year at the very minimum is what I'm looking for. So here's the allocation for us, because we got 4th last year. We've only got 544 hours of wind tunnel time as opposed to last year, and only 40 hours of CFD time. So this is going to be have to be some management and a half doing this, so I'll have to be careful. But the next email that I accidentally overshot to is the one we're going to be very interested in. Driver changes for the 2024 season. So far, there's one change already, and that is Red Bull have signed Dennis Hauger as a reserve driver. The Ferrari lineup is still the same, so scroll down to Mercedes and Aston. I'm not missing that, right? I'm not missing that. Lewis Hamilton has left Mercedes and has been replaced by George Russell. Valtteri Bottas, sorry. Valtteri Bottas has gone back to Mercedes in place of Lewis Hamilton. Well, this is a what if scenario if I've ever seen one. Wow. Mercedes have also signed Oscar Piastri as their reserve driver as well. That is a shocker. So I can only assume it's a swap. We'll have to scroll down and see. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton no longer at Mercedes for 2024. And another big swap. Fernando Alonso has left Alpine and has been replaced by Lance Stroll. There's another big one. Théo Pourchaire is now reserve driver at McLaren. This is getting weird. So now, hang on a minute. Fernando Alonso has gone to Alfa Romeo alongside Alex Albon. Nicholas Latifi has gone to AlphaTauri to partner Guan Yu Zhou. Yeah, I'm not going to call him Gotifi because he's not. He's an absolute nuisance who shouldn't have been on the grid in the first place. Nick De Vries is now reserve driver for... No, that's the same. That's all the same. So where... Yuki Tsunoda has gone to Williams. No, Yuki Tsunoda stood at Williams, sorry. So... Right, okay, let me work this out, right. So, Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Hulkenberg are not on the grid for 2024. Stoffel van Dorn has instead come in and replaced Nico Hulkenberg at Haas. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. The game has actually thrown a massive curveball here. I thought Hamilton would have been on the grid with Alfa Romeo doing a straight swap with Bottas, but no. Lewis Hamilton is a free agent in Formula One. Well, I've got some ideas now. So, just wanted to remind you, any regulation changes. Yep, internal car report. So, at the moment, we should have... so yeah, now we can actually start designing parts for the car. I'm sorry, my mind is gone now after seeing that. Let me... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I have to see this, so... Where is he? He's still... And he's legitimately a free agent. I honestly never thought that... Okay, I'm actually interested here. I'm actually very interested here. I cannot believe Lewis Hamilton has become a free agent in Formula One in this game. My mind's gone. My mind's gone absolutely all over the place now. So I don't know. Wow. Right, yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead to doing the bits I need to do. I'll let you guys know when everything's going along. Okay, now we're in ready to start designing new parts. So let's start with the main things, which is downforce. I'm going to start with the underfloor first. I've got to be... I'm going to use 23 here, and because it's the underfloor, I want to get as many CFD hours on it as possible. I'm going to bump up high downforce and medium downforce. Bump those up. And we are going to get this rushed because we want to get it done. And we'll go 5 engineers. So that's 1. Now the rear wing. Let's have a look at what we got. So do 23 on this one. And 1.6. And then, same as before, bump up the high speed and the medium speed. That is the best one we can do. So, normal approach is going to get it done around about the same time as the underfloor, so we can do that. And finally, the front wing. Use up all our allotted time. Go over, same as before, high speed, medium speed, little click on the front as well to get that sorted, and then bump up the airflow to about here. Yep, that'll do. And then 5 engineers, round about the same time, a little bit after, but it'll be roughly around that same period in the week, so... Let us now skip ahead. Now, after a long time, the wind tunnel has been refurbished. Have we got any other... Okay, we've got some development points for Jack, so we will bump up his smoothness twice. Nothing for Seb, 1 for Gasly, so we will go on his defending. What about staff? If they go, they've got development points as well. So let's go underfloor here with T Chong. Another one for Salim. So we will high speed downforce Nothing for the race engineers at the moment. We now got the test centre needs refurbishing. That's another nearly 2.5 million. So that's that done. So skip ahead again. The scouting's done on both Piastri and Lewis. So tour centre. Another reason why I'm glad I didn't end up doing any of the facility upgrades is because I needed to refurbish them all, which would have been a nuisance. So let's go back to the inbox. So what does Piastri say? He's only got 11 months left on his contract himself, and his salary's actually not too bad. So I might look into him if we don't do with Sebastian. But then again, Mr. Hamilton is a free agent. It just doesn't. It's. I still can't get my head around that. I've got to carry on. I've got to carry on. That's just going to distract me if I don't. If I keep looking at that. So, tour centre is done. Now the team hub is in poor condition. Everything's just falling apart right now around the factory. So, yeah, tour centre's done. So, and the car parts test centre. So that's all good. Carry on. Okay, the first of two designs is now complete, and that's the underfloor and the rear wing. So, let's start with the rear wing. We're going to do 6 of these. These will all be ready before the first race, but we'll... yeah, let's get them on rushed, and hopefully we can get them in before, some of them in before pre-season. So let's get that going. And the other one is the underfloor, I believe. So let's get 4 of these, and we want to get these rushed in as well. So let's get these going and move ahead. Now the front wing is also done. Very nice. And the weather centre is also done as well. So let's get the front wing going. We want 6 of these. And we want that on rushed as well. We want to get everything in line. So now that that's done, 30 days until Bahrain. Let us... Oh, wait a minute, I don't think the aerodynamics reset has it. It's not going to reset until the end of the month, so... Okay, no worries. So let us continue through. So, manufacturing. So, Team Hub has finished. Manufacturing completed of the rear wing and the underfloor. So we have a few bits and pieces. So welcome to the 2024 season. Underfloor is done. So install on car 1 and car 2. Go back to here. Team Hub has been refurbished, and we also need the rear wings attached. So install on car 1 and car 2. What about front wing? Oh, we got 2 front wings as well, so let's get these on. Perfect. So that should be all good for pre-season. Once we go through that. That's the end of the front wing manufacturings. Okay, Barcelona pre-season testing. Ooh. Okay, so we're top of the high speed, so that's looking good. We're 5th on medium speed and 7th on low speed, so cornering we're good. Brake and engine cooling I'm not too fussed about. So it's just a case of trying to get the low and medium speed down a little, as well as the top end and acceleration. So that's all well and good. So when the aerodynamic period opens, which is here, so hospitality area needs to be done. go back to the emails. Right, ball confidence check-in. ATR period has now started. So let's go to car developments and start designing. So we'll do the chassis first. Wind tunnel hours 23 and 2 on the CDF, and we want drag reduction all the way up and a little bit on the airflow middle. That will do nicely. We will get this rushed in. It's only 168k to get this rushed, so can't really complain about that. Right, next is the side pods. We will right, side pods. Let's have a little think. So we'll do 22 on these with 1.5, and then drag reduction all the way. Airflow front, airflow middle. That is probably the best there. So again, 5 engineers, get it rushed in for only 256k. That is not a bad deal at all. And then for the final part, we will do the... Let us... Okay, yeah, we'll do the suspension. We'll do the suspension. And then use up all the rest of our allotted time. So design focus, we're going to go low speed this time. And then bump up the medium speed here and airflow front. So that will do. And we will do this. And get this rushed in for 350k. So that's all, everything's looking good so far. So we're looking at, where are we on the calendar? So that's all set. So we're going to stop because we just saw the Bahrain testing session. So up and coming drivers, yep. So Bahrain pre-season. It's pretty much the same as what it was earlier. So unused scouts, Jack Doe development. He has got 2 more development points. So let us go smoothness. That'll take him up to 76. And we will also do... That's his adaptability. Sorry, I just upgraded. Never mind. We will do cornering this time. And with that, there is nothing for Gasly or Seb. There's one more for our head of aerodynamics. So we will go drag reduction. So that's what we're on now. And we've got 1 each for our race engineers. So, pit crew management for Chris Cronin. And we will do feedback for Ben Mitchell. That'll take him up to 86. Yep, that is all looking very good right now. So, do the boardroom, get that refurbished. So that's all done. And with that, we are now firmly at the beginning of the 2024 season for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So, at the moment, in terms of the downforce, we're almost there. We're in a very good position, particularly with the high and medium speed. Low speed, we can work on. And the drag reduction. So at this moment in time, we are looking very, very good so far. But I'm not going to jump ahead of myself because I know what this game's like with me towards the end of last year. So we'll have to see. But a podium at the very least, in the opening round is looking likely. But for now, guys, if you did enjoy the video, do feel free to leave a like and a comment and share this video around. It really helps. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those videos. I'm David Clayton of KZR Racing, and I will see you next time for the start of Season 3 at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Goodbye.